Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching us today. On our program today is Gabriel Diaz, and he's the president of RealLinx Incorporated. This company provides voice and data services to small to medium-sized companies around the nation. And Gabriel, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So I thought we'd start off by talking a little bit about your company. Tell us your vision for the company. You were the founder 9 years ago.
9 years ago, started RealLinx as a regional provider and expanded to nationwide services, offering primarily data as a data aggregator, with a twist that we brought humanity back into service by offering unparalleled service and support. We did that by establishing a one-tier support structure where when a customer calls in, the person that's going to resolve their issue is going to be the person that picks up the phone. And that's done by making sure that every tech that we have is Cisco certified or higher. So it makes a big difference for our customers that are a little bit more savvy and that don't like to speak with a first level support, wait 4 hours and go to another level. After that, we added voice over IP, a voice over IP platform. About 6 years ago, we were one of the first to get into the small and medium segment on hosted voice over IP, and that was launched as a nationwide service. By that time, we'd expanded as a nationwide service provider. And the last product that we added was a managed security product that is managed security for small and medium business.
Now, do your customers generally buy all of your services?
You know, that's a really good question. Most of our customers are looking for a specific product when they sign with us, and our focus is to establish a relationship with the customer and offer them the services that we have as they need them. Many times if you buy broadband service, you might be in contract for your voice services. So we like to talk about them, make the offering, and then wait patiently for them to have the need come up. Many times they're not looking for a hosted PBX yet because their current PBX is under lease or it's still not an end-of-life product, so they like to when you buy a PBX, you like to keep it as long as possible.
Right.
So we wait patiently and we look for their needs and we wait for their needs. And what ends up happening over time is we have a very high retention because of that. Customers will add voice and then realize that they need the managed security as well. And once you have the complete triple play, it's a very easy product and service to just forget about. And our goal is to have you forget about these services because they work, and that lets our customers focus on their business and not on these things that we're managing for them.
Now, typically smaller companies don't have any pull with carriers, and subsequently when they call with a problem, they don't really get the attention that they deserve. Does the fact that you're aggregating the buy for so many small and medium businesses allow you to have better access to getting the carriers to respond?
Tremendously, and that's again one of the biggest benefits on the broadband side. What we do is we buy as a carrier and we sell with the SLAs of the carrier. When a customer calls in and opens a ticket with us, well, there's two things that happen. First of all, we proactively monitor every customer. So many times when a customer goes down, we contact the customer and then we immediately open a trouble ticket with the carriers. Many carriers have interfaces, the APIs that we're tied in with them, so we can open a ticket automatically. And the response times that they have to give us as a carrier are much higher than they give even to their own retail customers many times. So the SLAs that we receive, the service level agreements and service level guarantees, we pass on to our customers. And that's a very, very big benefit of buying service from us.
Do you find that the challenge of dealing with low-cost providers is growing over the last few years in terms of companies in the space just dropping their prices?
Absolutely. Well, one of the things we see is that prices drop, but a lot of times service drops as well. So we're definitely a value provider, and we focus on offering the best value. But we like to make our customers understand that there's a point where you may not be getting the service you deserve when you're paying very little for it, because it's that cost is going to be cut from somewhere.
Right. Well, you're either going to have a carrier that's unprofitable that can't afford to keep their equipment up, or you're going to have a carrier that, like you said, has got to cut its service level and or the monitoring of the service or whatever it is, something has got to go.
Exactly. And now, one of the things we do see, though, is that new technologies, emerging technologies like Ethernet over copper that we offer in most Tier 1 markets are driving down broadband prices, but they're driving it down because the access has gone down as well, and that's good for all of us.
Sure.
So we do, one of the things that we're very happy about that we used to worry in the beginning when we started RealLinx was, well, what happens when the technology changes? Well, it's been one of our biggest assets. As the technology changes, we adapt and we can find that technology for our customers and upgrade them to the next best thing. So one of the things our customers see is a lot of times during their term, we will call them back and offer them upgrades into much more bandwidth for lower prices many times to make sure that they remain happy and they remain at the cutting edge of technology.
Now, because of your nationwide footprint, are you able to help companies with multiple locations even more than a standalone?
Tremendously, for three reasons, and that's where our product set really plays, is with the small medium business that has multi sites. By becoming one carrier for data, that takes a tremendous burden from them. It's one throat to choke just on data on managed wide area network. But when we layer on the hosted voice, our customers now receive free calling between offices, extension dialing between offices. They can consolidate to one receptionist. And so there's a lot of benefits to layering on the voice. And last of all, when they're using our managed security platform, it's very easy to manage firewall policies, access policies, from all the sites through RealLinx. So we give the customer, customer may not want an employee to surf objectionable websites or shopping websites during business hours, and we allow them to apply those policies across the across all of their sites without having to go into each box and without having to do that themselves. We do it as a managed service, so it brings a tremendous benefit.
And there's a lot of work there, right? Just ensuring that those policies are done correctly and allowing access to some sites, but not other sites. I know that I've experienced that some of those filters can be broad in terms of e-commerce, but you may need Amazon because some of the people in the company have to buy things for the company, and dealing with those sorts of issues.
Absolutely, and when we selected our platform provider for the managed security, we really looked for, these are issues that every company has. In fact, your company, my company, we've all lived through this, and we had at some point implemented some of these policies and saw the need to have a tremendous amount of customization by user, down to user level, and that's one of the things that we made sure we selected, so we can apply independent policies to employees that need to have access to certain websites that you may not want employees to have to other websites.
So one last question here. Any carrier sitting in this chair is going to sit down and tell me that their quality is great. So if we take quality and put it aside for a moment, why should a customer buy from you when they've got a competitive field out there? Why is it your company? What is it about your vision and what you see in the market that should make them come to your company?
Primarily the fact that we are in a sea of oranges. It's a commoditized product on the broadband side. The truth of the matter is we focused for the past 9 years on becoming a boutique service provider that can give, we like to call it, bringing humanity back into telecom. You're not going to be talking to somebody that where you're just a number. You're going to be talking to somebody that understands every device that's on your network that's managed by us from top to bottom. You're going to receive the care that you deserve as a customer from a perspective that you're not just a number, you're not just a call that we need to get through. And it's because of those things that our customers stay with us and they're happy. They come to us because of value and price, and we understand that it's a value, price-driven market, but they stay with us because they're satisfied with our support. They're very satisfied with our support.
Excellent. Well, thanks, Gabriel, for being on the program. It was great to meet you.
Thank you very much.